y'all don't be knowing the half. When I say stuff like this, y'all get real offended. But this is nothing but cold, hard facts that your mammy didn't teach you.
What is that? Like, what does that matter, bro? You just
Did you get some cookies with?
No, I ain't get no cookies.
Thomas, you're supposed to make the cipher complete, man. No, you eat the chips, then the sandwich, then you kill it with the cookies. Set that shit off right, man.
Yeah, I guess, man. I just
you don't know what you're doing at Subway. Take me with you to Subway. I'm gonna make sure you get the right sandwich.
I just needed a decent amount of food to get me through majority of the day and to take my vitamins.
Since you just said that, let me ask you this.
Okay.
After this, what do you plan on doing today?
Editing the episode, put the first 5 minutes out, sweep mop the kitchen, cook, and chill the rest of the night on the game.
I've been on 2K all day yesterday. Oh, well, after I got off work. You said you needed food to have energy to do the shit you need to do. You know you that's right. What I heard, the only thing that you're doing today that requires any effort is cleaning the house and cooking. The rest of that shit you could do in your sleep.
I guess.
So you I guess. Wait, so you need like a whole lot of energy to edit the episode?
Man, like I need some type of something to give me, bro. 9 times out of 10, we gonna talk. No, I didn't.
There it is.
Okay, I normally don't really get a whole lot of sleep. Period, because I'm always doing stuff.
Take your ass to bed. No, it's on that goddamn thing.
It's not even that. It's not even that. Like,
but you know, look. Your mom was like, well, you need to get out that damn game and go do something.
I guess, man.
You already know that's what they say.
All right, whatever, sure.
You get out that goddamn game and take your ass outside. You acted the same way you would react. Whatever, man.
Sure.
I can get outside when I want to.
Sure.
See? Exactly. See? I know all the reluctance.
I'm just agreeing to disagree.
If they had the force to go outside.
So what if I was?
I didn't even know. There ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just the fact that how you shit. This is the way you answered it. This whole thing is going to be the highlight of my day. I just know it.
That's cool. That's why I'm recording right now. Shoot. Why not? Shit, I don't care.
Oh, shit, I'm recording right now. You should have said something. You ain't even introduced the show or nothing.
This is no. If you paid attention to pretty much every episode I do, I don't never really tell y'all until I'm like halfway into recording that I started recording.
He exposing us, bro. He exposing us. That's all right.
So. It's not that really big of a deal. Like, you just gotta be.
Next time I'm talking about the secret photos at SpongeBob's Christmas party.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my goodness,
next time
man.
you go record without me knowing. It's crazy. It's been damn near 20 years or over 20 years since that episode came out. What the fuck was in that box? Bro, I'm gonna put that on Twitter, G. You just made me put this on Twitter. What the fuck was in there? Like, what was SpongeBob doing? Bro, he had to be doing some wild shit because they still ain't saying shit. Oh shit, like.
Okay, yeah. What the fuck is up with the motherfucking businesses? Cold Hard Facts Podcast, episode 141, of course. I am DNA, the only one, the one and only. Yeah, and I'm joined by my 2 co-hosts that is always here.
What's poppin'? It's your boy Martin Madness. Come around like March and May, kicking it with your bitch like Kid and Play. Okay. Young brother John. aka the funny man, talking about how DNA didn't have to be forced off the game to go outside as a kid.
I still didn't hear an answer.
I did not want. I don't like people. I still don't like people.
I don't like people either, but at least I was outside. Nigga.
You feel me? Look, I still don't like people.
No.
I jumped off the porch at a young age.
Nigga, I was hopping over my balcony and everything, running outside.
No, I wouldn't do it. Hey, man, you tripping.
Bro, the balcony level is set like not even a full foot off the ground, dude. Like I'm talking about like the porch. I hopped over the little guardrail instead of like going down the stairs like normal people.
My homeboy jumped off my garage roof, but I can't even talk.
Yeah, my homie jumped off his roof just cause it'll just be like.
That shit was funny as hell.
Here's the thing, folks is like 6'8", so if you jump and you land on your legs, I really feel like because he built like a twig, I really feel like that motherfucker is just going over with. It's gonna be like how SpongeBob was showing his broken ass hands. That's how his legs should be. Then he could be like, buddy, talking about every day I break my arms and every night I break my legs. And I would be just like, well, shit.
Like, damn, man.
Oh, my God.
All right, well, since ain't nobody said nothing, I'll start off with the first topic of the day. Any of y'all watch Justice League?
Yep, I finally watched it. I finished it a couple days ago.
I have not. I ain't even started Winter Soldier and the Falcon. Don't judge me. I've been behind.
So how long did it take to finish it?
Yeah, that 4 hours.
Yeah. It took me about 2 days.
Few days? Man.
Two.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, 2 is still a few.
With a couple breaks in between, I finished that shit. We got done with the podcast last week about whatever time we got done. That's when I started watching it. And then I got done with it around like 4 in the morning.
Oh. Okay. That's cool. Yeah. It was good though, man. Like they I don't know. DC still ain't got shit on Marvel, so it's just
they dropped the ball with that whole thing, bro.
Right? Look,
they told the man that he couldn't do what he really wanted to do because of the way that the critics trashed Batman versus Superman. But when he made Justice League, they kept putting in trying to change shit, and they saw him. They basically used his daughter dying as a way to out him without physically saying, we're going to fire him. You know what I'm saying? We just going to let him go and grieve and be with his wife and his family in their time of need. And we just going to sneak the director of Avengers in here to fix it. But he just ended up weird. Like,
so my thing is, so can one of y'all tell me, I'm not too sure, how long has Marvel been signed under Disney?
Since 2011 or 12, I think.
Okay. So, it was 2011. 10 years. So 10 years, right? You would think there would be like Disney would have so many restrictions in all of what Marvel does, and second, third, and try to make it more like kid-friendly, goofy, da-da-da-da-da. But Marvel ran it perfectly, beautifully. Even under all Disney's restrictions that they might put. Mm-hmm. Now, going to what's Justice League?
Can I add something to that?
DC. Go ahead.
Just real quick, I want to add that I never really saw it as them following what Disney wants. Because just because Disney owns them doesn't mean that they necessarily have to follow the Disney formula. You know what I'm saying? Like, just bought Fox, like, last year, 2 years ago? And they planning on making a third Deadpool, and it's supposed to be rated R. So I don't think they necessarily have to follow the Disney formula. Marvel could have been made an R-rated superhero movie if they wanted to.
They could have.
They just won't, because all their movies, even though they have adult themes and shit like that, they want to make them so everybody can see them. Just kids, too. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing. That's what I'm getting to. Disney's letting all this stuff happen, I guess, whatever the case may be. Or Disney lets this shit roll, right? But they could put a restriction on it or whatever. DC ain't got to worry about none of that shit or even think about that shit. But their productions of movies are always like, eh.
You want to know why they eh?
Mm-hmm.
You want to know why they eh?
No, but here's the thing, though. You think it'd be switched. You think it would be switched. You think
why would you think that, though?
Because you think Disney might have tried to done that. But, I mean, of course, Disney is big corporate, big bank Hank. They're going to try to make it stretch every dollar, so they're going to do whatever Marvel says.
Oh, yeah. But, that's got to work on that. If you notice, whatever your opinion is about every single Marvel Studios movie that's come out since Iron Man, whether you like all of them or you only like some of them, you can never say that any of those movies are bad. A lot of them are better than others, and a lot are worse than others. None of them are bad. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's like DC only started this whole extended universe of theirs in response to the massive movie hit that was the Avengers. That's when DC was like, all right, we need to do this with the DC characters and shit like that.
Right.
And the Justice League movie that just came out last week proves that when you let a director direct, the shit will come out sometimes in a lot of situations. The shit will come out the way that it's supposed to. And I don't know why Warner Brothers acting like this shit ain't like, they talking some shit like we're not gonna continue with Zack Snyder's version of the universe and this, that, and the third. And it's just like, well, why? I mean, clearly people are more receptive to his version of the movie than they were to the original version that y'all just had to rush to put out. It's like all the restrictions they gave him on this movie is like, you're basically stifling what he wants to do. So, of course, the story ain't going to make sense, or somebody going to have to come in and try to shoot their own version of the movie that's already in place. What happened?
And that's why I don't understand, like, why?
Because they were scared. It's not like Batman v Superman didn't make a whole lot of money now. That shit made close to $900 million at the box office. That's a lot of fucking money. I mean because the names I was in it, of course they couldn't fuck that up. But, just because of the way that the theatrical version of Batman v Superman was received, one of us got spooked when Zack Snyder started directing Justice League. They reading the story like, shit, I don't know. And then once his daughter killed herself, rest in peace to her, they saw that they basically just saw it as an opportunity to quote unquote fix the movie. But all they did was they tried to make Justice League like the Avengers, and it's like the Justice League movie is okay, but it just don't translate as well.
It would have made more sense for them to, like how they did it, the 4-part series, but for them to space it out and not just give it to you all at once. You probably would have hooked more people in.
Or like that man keep his original movie the way that it was supposed to, instead of having to come in and do it over. I mean, of course, yeah, but you can't. That's what happened. We don't have a time machine. So what you gonna do? But you gotta pick. So you gotta fix future events with what you got. No, you're right. You could literally just be like, okay, so since we stuck with the shit show that we got, we might as well space it out into 4 weeks. That's a month, and that gives you a month of viewing. That'll probably add up more than the viewing that you would get and just putting it in all one sitting, where people just gonna be like, then take their time and come back to it, and then no one really finishes it because some people might have forgot about it, and then they just come back to it whenever they want.
Wow.
So if you space it out like in a weekly thing, like tune in to find out what happens next week and what's next week, you're gonna get views like crazy on it.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
It was a good movie, though.
Yeah, it was pretty.
I believe it would be.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I believe it would be.
Yeah.
Like I said, they don't necessarily make bad movies. They make more so boring movies.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman
But I think
1984.
it's like they make movies, right? Like Man of Steel to me is cold. Batman v Superman, the theater version is okay. The extended edition of the movie, which is like 3 hours, is fucking great. Like when you put them extra scenes back where they were supposed to be at, the story makes much more sense.
Mm.
It don't seem like shit just coming in out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck is that? Why is he dead? What Zack Snyder's Justice League actually proves to me more than anything that they need to do what Marvel do and let these directors direct. Let these motherfuckers make their movies, man.
Nope.
Because clearly Marvel lets them people make their movies, and they're like I said, they always get good movies. Some of them are worse than others, but they're not bad.
Right.
The only ones that I've had, the only movies that I thought might have been like okay on Marvel's end that could have been better, I guess the last Iron Man and the second Thor movie. I wasn't really fans of them.
I'll agree with that.
Those are only really dim parts of it. And you know it's crazy when you say about let the directors direct, it is a proven fact. Because they really were skeptical. They weren't skeptical, but they were worried about how Black Panther was going to turn out. Because everybody thought, oh, they're going to fuck up. They let that man direct, and Black Panther is still one of the top selling Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And I still think Black Panther 2 is going to sell just as well. Even without him.
That's all I say. And I don't know why they don't understand that. Like Warner Brothers is the same people who put out the 3 Dark Knight movies. They let Christopher Nolan do what the fuck he wanted to do. And it turned out great for them. I don't know why they didn't just learn from that. Like, let these directors direct, man.
Yeah. So, keeping it on film and television, Issa Rae signed a 9-figure deal
I saw that.
to Warner. Man.
Pay that sister her bread. Pay that sister her bread.
Congratulations to her. I know some great is going to come out of it.
She is truly a gem in the Black community.
Yeah, man. I can only wonder right now, since the next Insecure is about to be the last season. And I can only wonder what the hell she's going to do next.
Movies.
Yeah, more movies. Because
man, like, she started from YouTube. She graduated to Insecure. Insecure is a massive hit. And for HBO and for her, she done been in a couple
movies on the side, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm ready for more.
She done been in a couple movies already. I mean, she ain't gonna do no stand up, I'm sure. So she might as well just go ahead and do some more movies, man.
Or the way everybody been going, she might go through the streaming route.
Where's that?
I'm not mad at either one, but I'm more so on your side. I want more movies because, you know, as time is coming down where we're going to be outside again, might as well have some nice movies to go check out in the theater. That's a good place to start. I know her comedy movie's going to be funny, especially if they give her the right cast. For sure.
Yeah.
I guess since this was news over the last week, I guess we don't have to talk about it. Yes, since it is music news. This is fucking stupid, but what do y'all think about this whole Quavo and his little pick situation?
Quavo and who?
Sweetie.
Yeah. I mean,
it's the modern day argument between men and women.
What is that?
Just the same shit, different day. They always argue about something. But no, and I guess we really give an answer instead of that. But the fact that there's always a double standard shit. She always felt like basically Quavo gave her the future logic. Sweetie came out saying, "You heard me, you did me wrong." It was a lot of stuff that I didn't say about but that if you really want to know, that's part of those is the reasons why we broke up. Quavo says, I know what I did was wrong, but you were different from how I met you. I'm done. so take that perspective, G. I mean, look, this is an argument that's been going on with men and women for a while. I'm not saying all men do it, I'm not saying all women do it. But think about it. No one wants to admit what, no matter what, one person can say, you did me dirty, this, and the third. But there's always that one person in that relationship that's going to be like, yeah, I did all that. But look what you did right now. Look what you did right there. You was just on the show with your ex talking about, I can invite another nigga if I earned a threesome.
Yeah, well, I got my own personal opinions about that, too.
I do, too. But, I mean, I'm going to leave that as is, because
it got nothing to do with the fact that I think that having two guys in a threesome or one girl isn't fair or whatever. But it's like, you like what you like. I don't judge people. But
I mean, think about it. You said I could pick whoever. Why would I want to pick one of my homies to smash my girl?
I mean, yeah, there's that. But, it's like,
make it make sense to me.
Without getting too into the topic, because I just don't want to. It's a lot of different factors that go into shit like that. Like, if hypothetically, if I was to have a threesome, and I would not pick anyone personally, I would let my girl do that. Now, if she bring me a guy, of course I'm gonna be mad, but it's just like. If you how do you want me to take this right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if it was like you said you want a threesome and you tell me to go get the girl, and I go get the girl and I bring her to you, you're gonna probably be looking at me like,
who this bitch?
Exactly, like, or something like that. Because it really, like I said, it all really just depends on who you are and how your brain works.
Honestly,
because some niggas don't give a fuck. Some niggas get off with that shit. I'm good. But some niggas get off with that shit. I don't knock shit.
I ain't lying, but some niggas get away with murder.
That too.
Man, because what the hell?
I mean, women get away with hiding the body.
Man.
Some.
We can go all day with it. We know how it is.
Yeah, but I ain't going all day with that. Next.
Dang, I ain't even say shit about it. Y'all just...
my bad. You really wanted to say something. You would have said something about
man. You would have definitely jumped in.
You know how you be.
No, man, Quavo said, on to the next, man. That's what he said, man. On to the next.
All right, plugs I met too. Did y'all hear it?
Yep.
Yes. That's all I need to hear. That's it. Is yes. Yes. You ain't even have to talk about how good it was. You say yes.
Man, that's literally all you got to say. Yes. Look, you see how my eyes got bigger when I said yes.
Now, here's my question. 2 questions. One, is it better than Burden of Proof?
I wouldn't say that.
It's up there, but no.
I wouldn't say
it better than the first plugs I met?
I don't know about that one either, yo. I don't know about that one either, yo.
It's good. That's all I'm leaving it as. It's good.
Okay.
They put a physical out. I'm going to try to get it.
Plugs I Met 1 was just a different type of hunger. Plugs I Met 2, I felt like was star-studded hunger.
In what way?
Star-studded hunger. That's what it was.
Star-studded. What is that?
I'm adding it just to let y'all know.
But yeah, it's still there. It's still good. It's definitely something that's going to get played throughout the year. I don't see myself going away from Plugs I Met 2 unless he puts something else out.
Where you feel at? What you feel about it? Okay, so forget Benny for a second. Let's match up with producers for a second. I think the Plugs I Met 1 was mainly produced by Derringer, I think.
Okay.
And Burden of Proof was entirely produced by Hit Boy. This one, entirely produced by Harry Fraud. So where you at with it on the production?
I like Harry Fraud.
I mean, Harry Fraud is definitely on his Hit Boy type of year so far. So far,
Harry Fraud has been quietly, not even quietly. If you know, you know. But if you don't know, then it's quietly. Harry Fraud has been quietly making collaborative albums with artists for years. He just put out the joint with Jim Jones early. Yeah. He had the Outrunners with Currency last year. It was the third tape together.
Right.
And he's also known to work closely with people like Wiz Khalifa and French Montana for sure. So he's been building his repertoire for years, and I'm happy that he's finally getting his just due because he's highly underrated.
I mean, if you peep from the last couple of things he's been with, you will see that it's showing that his time has come, which it should have came, like, I want to say some years ago. It's long, like everybody said, it's long overdue. How long overdue? I want to say.
I'll say 10 years.
Damn.
Me personally.
Honestly, I was gonna go about 5 because if we go back 10, he wasn't the only one that put in their work.
Oh no, not. But I'll tell you this right now. When y'all leave from here, I need y'all to go listen to one song. 2, actually. It's a song called Blindfolds by Wiz Khalifa. If y'all heard it already, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, I heard
Blindfold.
And it's called 67 Turbojet. It's by Currency. I'm telling you. Harry Fraud been in his bag for a long time.
Okay.
I'm gonna take that and add to my notes.
Now, as far as production wise, based up with Hit Boy from Burden of Proof, is it bad that I enjoy Harry Fraud's production more?
No, because you already said Hit Boy bores you sometimes. You said that.
I didn't say he bored me. What I was saying was, last year he definitely surprised me because his beats are like, for me, they're hit or miss. Like, for every Niggas in Paris, there's a like, or in Backseat Freestyle, there's a like, I don't know. I gotta think of one. You gonna have to give me a minute.
I mean, Hit Boy is like
his versatility last year. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Because I kind of took him as a one-note type of producer. Like also, because I used to look at DJ Mustard like that, and then once he made a couple different beats, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe this ain't that type of producer,
Right.
Because and in my eyes, every producer is a one-note producer until they're not.
Yeah.
And we are doing different shit. Like, that's when I look at you like, oh yeah, so you got some shit on your repertoire.
Yeah. Most producers, that's the thing though. Like, everybody wants the same. Whatever blew up first. Yeah, I want that. What you gave him, I want that.
Want the same thing.
Exactly.
You know who a one-note producer, even though he cold, you know who a one-note producer?
Who?
Southside.
Yup.
Southside, yeah.
Oh, but he definitely a one-note producer. That nigga don't make shit but trap beats. Like, that's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, Herb's album.
Yeah.
That's a key example right there.
Both of them.
Yeah, I was just gonna say both.
But I will say this: he impressed me on. He got a tape out with this rapper named Doughboy from the Free Band Camp.
I heard some of it.
He impressed me. I ain't gonna
lie. Yeah. But yeah, back to Hit Boy. Really, it's like, I thought that he was just gonna be just gonna be a hit maker, and not really gonna step in that bag of, oh, I'm finna start doing stuff with other rappers and do a whole project with them. Like, I ain't expect that until, and got it.
Goes to show you, many surprises come out of many big things. But in useless news, but funny to me because it's just like, wow, it's a beef of the trending topics. Apparently, Junebug, the nigga that started doing the beatbox there and the one to be like,
yeah,
about him. He's beefing with Shiggy now. Why? I don't fucking know. They were supposed to collab. Figure out things went on. Are they trying to figure out whose challenge was bigger or something? Like, you would think that I seen it on. I seen the Instagram live. I seen a couple minutes of it, and then they was trying. What's his name? He kept trying to tell Shiggy to send the address so he could pull up, and then he kept talking about some. They're like, "There's somebody in the car feeding you notes. You trying to jump me?" I don't know if it was serious or not, but it was just funny to see. Not feeding them notes. Right, Junebug had somebody in the couch. They finna go jump Shiggy. What though? I'm confused. Like, I don't know where the beef came from, but I guess Junebug said that Shiggy came at him sideways about something. Like I said, I don't know if this is a serious beef or this is just them joking leading into their collab. And both of them ass niggas need to just go dance. And honestly, that's what's gonna happen. Shit. You niggas are famous for one thing. Dance. Trending dances. Well, let me not say that because Shiggy actually had a big ass following on Instagram and shit before. I mean, yeah, but we know what it was. Took him into up here, but we know what it was. I mean, it's always a great day when you make a challenge out of somebody's song and invite you to be in their music video. Man, I'm trying to see who gonna make the track star song trend. Oh wow, that shit turned it on its own. I don't want to talk about that song. I know you don't. In the sports news, Atlanta has traded Rajon Rondo for Lou Williams for draft picks and cash. Lou Williams,
bag of chips. Nah, but
Jesus.
I mean,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a couple interesting trades on here. I know that, but from the Lakers to Atlanta to the Clippers, like,
man, Rondo still go get to the playoffs and be playoff Rondo.
I honestly don't like that trade. Rondo does good wherever he goes, to be honest, except for the Bulls. I don't understand that one.
Whoa, timeout. Whoa.
Wait, let me just say this real quick. Personally, okay. I don't like the trade because I don't like that trade because it's like look how valuable Lou Williams has been to the Clippers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look how valuable Rondo was to the Lakers last year. That's true. I'm not gonna sit there and cap with that. But it's like you're talking about one of the best 6 men to ever grace a court. Like, wait, Jamal Crawford. I ain't the best 6 men. I ain't say V. Oh, I thought you said V. I was just like, wait. Jamal Crawford is the 6-man GOAT. Don't you dare. It's like that man. That man come off the bench and drop 50 if you want to. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he got the Bulls to the playoffs before, but he just broke his finger or something like that, I think. I don't know. I forgot.
Who was with him on that team?
Jimmy Butler, D-Wade.
I rest my case. Rondo didn't do nothing.
All right.
True.
I guess.
Half of the time they made that playoff run, Rondo was on and off the injury list that year. That's why I don't count his Chicago run because he didn't really do much. He was just a big name on a big name team. But speaking of the Bulls, they did do something smart.
Yeah.
They traded Wendell Carter and some draft picks to get Nikola Vucic from the Magic, Al-Farouq Aminu, and Otto Porter.
Yeah. They gave up Otto Porter, yeah.
No, the Magic trade Nikola Vucic, Al Camino, and Otto Porter to the Bulls for Wendell Carter and some draft picks.
I thought Otto Porter was already. Never mind. I guess I'm thinking somebody else.
No, I know what you're talking about. I know you're talking about. I thought he was too, but I guess not. And then Orlando traded Aaron Gordon and Gary Clark to Denver for Gary Harris and R.J. Hampton. So, Aaron Gordon finna do some damage in the Mile High City.
Okay.
Fuck that. Y'all talking about what the Bulls did?
Yeah, we just did.
I missed it. My bad. I had to go grab it.
They traded for that boy Nikola Vucic.
That's crazy.
So they got a solid big man now.
We gonna see what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a solid chance at a playoff run. We're not gonna go far. We're first round right now, but solid. Because with Vucic, Zach LaVine, that's a good. You got a good big man. You got a solid. You got a good. No, I take it back. Zach LaVine is a very good two guard.
You're right. Yeah.
He's underrated from what I've seen.
Yep. He basically be giving them 30 a night almost.
Now, if we can just get if Kobe White can either step up or we can get trade for Rose back to get a very, very solid point guard that knows the role, that team will be an explosive team and can do some damage and can be like how OKC is right now. Not the best, but they solid.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can work from there. But right now, we just look like some shambles. I don't know. The trade deadlines is usually for. Okay, I'll say this: the trade deadlines and the drafts are usually for the weaker and subpar teams to fix. The free agency is always for the big teams. Who finna sign who?
Did they find some place for Kyle Lowry to go?
No,
Not
right
yet.
now they're trying to trade him from Duncan Robinson with Miami. And Miami said, no, you're not getting Tyler Hero.
I heard that earlier on First Take. I knew they weren't going to do that.
No, that's as far as that's gotten so far. And only other thing I've heard right now is Andre Drummond is getting bought out his contract from the Cavs.
Oh, wow.
And Philadelphia...
Yeah, he might go for.
Philadelphia acquired George Hill from OKC.
So
Tony Bradley.
That was trash. Okay,
So-
go ahead.
And Austin Rivers goes to OKC.
who the fuck is George Hill?
Man, hold on. We're not going to forget.
Trash.
Man, look. This man has done very, very important things in the playoffs.
Tell me what he did.
He won some championships with the Spurs. That's one. That's one.
It wasn't because of him, though.
He fucked up in a couple of games with the Lakers.
Clearly. Let's talk about Cleveland. Don't forget Cleveland.
Man, look, I don't even want to remember Cleveland. Cleveland was a blur for that dog. Oh, my God.
Rodney Hood had a better career in Cleveland than George Hill did.
Wait a minute. They better not. They better not.
I'm seeing here.
They saying Andre Drummond will either be going to the Lakers or Brooklyn. Brooklyn got too many bigs.
That's true.
Yeah, they going. He going to the Lakers.
Jordan, Jared Allen,
He'll go to the
and
Lakers.
Andre Drummond. They all can't share the same 40 minutes.
Andre Drummond go to the Nets. That's gonna be crazy. I mean, they are about to get JJ ready. So,
That's fine. You need supporting point guards because Kyrie could slip and fall and shatter at any moment. I don't know. Point guards have right or just leave just because. Because apparently he want to be on his Dennis Rodman shit, just leave and travel real quick.
So I'm reading.
I don't know.
Kyrie wants to go. He wants to go to Miami, but Miami's not willing to give up the pieces. Kyle Lowry wants to go to Miami, but they won't give up that they need to acquire him.
Because
I see that.
Because you're giving up 2 points. A point number 2 that can score from the 3 way better than Kyle Lowry. The only thing that Kyle Lowry has over them is NBA champion, and he has a shorter injury report than most players now.
The Lakers are trying to get him, but the Raptors want they want Taylor.
Oh,
I didn't know that's actually my real. That's real. That's right. But they're not gonna give him up. No, they're not. Gonna give him
he said no.
I already know, and I wouldn't want them to give him up.
That's a big no.
Taylor, they won't give him up.
I got a question. Since do you think he should go to a different team though?
Taylor?
Yeah, Taylor.
Not right now.
Okay.
And I'm speaking
maybe.
I'm only speaking. I'm speaking right now from a basketball perspective, not as a that's my family perspective. Because as a member, I would want him to go somewhere else.
JJ Redick traded to the Mavs.
Where else?
I figured that was gonna happen. He was gonna go to a team he been to before.
Who's that?
JJ Redick. He went to the Mavs.
He's gonna go to a team he went to before.
He's a good piece for them, though. I mean, they already got a hell of a fucking starting five.
No, that team is a foreign whip waiting to happen. That is a 2011 Dirt championship team if they can get it to fucking together. I swear to God. Huh?
If they can get it together, for sure. But what I don't like is that, there are people out here who are saying that, Brooklyn fit in the fucking finals and shit just because they got KD and James Harden and Kyrie Irving and
Brooklyn will be Miami. Brooklyn will be Miami in the first year and fuck up.
That's not true.
I don't think so.
There are 4 reasons why.
That's what people are saying. That's the same thing they said when Cleveland acquired D Wade and D Rose and all them players that they ended up trading in the middle of the damn season.
No, but this team has the same hype as Miami did when LeBron signed to Miami, and they had Wade and Bosh. It's not as high as it was, but that's where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're right. They're not. They're not that hype.
As hyped as they was because LeBron was playing games with his decision, acting like it was this big old thing when he been knew he was gonna go to Miami.
Well, I don't know. For some reason, Chicago was really hyped to think that he was gonna come there, and I was like,
he was, but they fucked that whole thing up.
They didn't want to let go of nobody.
Like he said it in an interview. Like right after he joined the Lakers and some shit, he really was considering coming to Chicago, but they wasn't offering enough for him.
What? Because I honestly think they could have did that, but they were so stuck and firm on that team. But don't get me wrong, that was a solid team. Rose, Akeem, Boozer, Dang, all that. Oh, now, beautiful team. But you could have sacrificed one of them just to get LeBron, and you would have been okay.
They weren't trying to spend the money. They never wanted to spend the money.
Chicago teams are cheap. Because if we step into another sport, we can talk about all day how the Bears can let go of every main team component they have just to keep Andy Dalton happy.
So I just read here, Waj is on Twitter saying that the Raptors are keeping Kyle Lowry from now.
Yeah, I also heard Lonzo Ball will not be traded and will remain in New Orleans.
That's what's up.
I'm hearing people saying Oladipo to Miami.
What?
I don't know if it's official.
That would be beautiful. That's true.
I don't know if it's true yet.
I'm checking.
Yep.
I'm checking the feed. It popped up.
Wow, that's a great trade.
Who they trade him for though?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, it just says him to they don't deal with Miami. That's all that says.
I gotta know who, man. I gotta know who.
All it is says sources tell ESPN, so they haven't said it yet. But I already know who it's gonna be. It's gotta be Duncan Robinson and somebody else.
I think because I think Miami liked Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson too much.
But if they had to choose the two, they're gonna keep Tyler Hero.
I think they'll trade none
He
for
showed
him.
his ass out in the finals.
I think
Duncan
they'll
Robinson
give.
showing out now.
I think they're gonna give up none. I think they will.
That'd probably be the best. That'd be the safe bet.
I don't know.
That's a safe bet. That's a safe bet. Just think about it. That's a safe bet. That is a safe.
You don't pay Kendrick Nunn? You personally?
No, I wouldn't. No.
I personally would, only because of who I'm getting. Think about it.
You losing athletic motherfucker. You trade him.
But I'm gaining a very athletic motherfucker.
Oh no, ain't too many young guys in the league matching his athleticism to me.
So you don't think
I'm not saying
Oladipo's not worth it?
I didn't say he wasn't worth it. I'm just saying that's not a trade that I would go for.
I would, because I'm thinking about the long run. Because think about it. I think, honestly, put it like this: Kendrick Nunn is going to develop a little more. He gonna try to lead them eventually anyway when his contract was up. So instead of me trying to invest in him, I'm gonna let him ride out. But I'm gonna think about the now game plan since we just was in the finals not last season.
Right.
So I might as well build and work something out. Now you got big Oladipo who can explode and wasn't doing shit but riding over there in Houston with John Wall, who John Wall needs to find a way out. He needs to find a way out.
Washington fucked him.
Huh?
Washington fucked him.
Bro, they knew what they was doing. What?
They was low-key banking on Russell Westbrook staying, but they ended up trading him for him. So it was like they ended up trading him to the very team that they just acquired Paul from. It's like, what the fuck?
Because it's give or take. You can lose Westbrook and still have cap space, or you can keep John Wall and not have no cap space for the next 2 years.
Trade him.
Because that's the only even contract that you had. But here's the thing. Westbrook's contract, Westbrook is more tradable than John Wall.
I heard the Bulls were trying Westbrook. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I ain't like that either.
The Bulls are trying to get any point guard that was somewhat similar to Derrick Rose. Let's be real. Any point guard that was similarly close. Westbrook, Wall, not explosive, but was in their prime. Rondo. They try to get anybody they can that was in that same. Oh, Kyle Lowry. He wasn't explosive, but anybody that was in that same bracket of competition that Rose had in the point guard game, they will try to go after because they are trying to live the same success. Think about it. The Bulls had a 0.1% chance of winning that draft first round. It just so happened that it worked in their favor and Derrick Rose went to Chicago.
Yep.
You're not going to hit. A Derrick Rose is only right twice. You had two seasons to go ahead and make that run with Rose. But Thibodeau fucked it up by having that man play all the games and get injured. I don't care. I'm blaming that all on Thibodeau. No matter what.
For sure.
Yeah.
I love Tip. Don't get me wrong. He's a great coach. He just definitely overplayed.
Yeah.
But that wasn't all his fault because I was like, so.
I think, I think didn't Jimmy Butler got noticed because the Bulls had injuries?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. You never know who could break out in New York. You never know who.
True.
I mean, yeah. Oh, and back to what I was saying. There's 4 reasons why Brooklyn won't win this year.
I'm listening. I agree with you because I don't think they're going to win this year either. But
one, they're like Miami when they first got together. There's no chemistry. Well, it's actually 5 because I thought it was another one.
The chemistry.
2. They're like Brooklyn when they signed the big 3 from Boston over to Brooklyn.
Nah. Let's cancel that right now.
Not because they old. Not because they old.
They not old. They in their prime of their career.
I'm talking about when they got signed that time, when they got signed.
KG and them was old then.
No, I want to hear the reason. Because as soon as they signed him, Kyrie been doing Kyrie. KD was still injured. And they were both injured at the same damn time. James Harden is the only person they acquired that was still able to run and go. And then another reason. They still getting hurt. KD.
I think they just get rest. So, like, 90.
When they get rest, they go out and go get COVID.
That's true.
How many times has KD been on the COVID watch list?
I don't know.
This season alone was a month, hasn't it? Man,
I think it has.
This nigga's been on the list about a good 5 times. This nigga spent more time on the bench trying to figure out if he got COVID or not been playing.
That's true.
He's only playing in key games, which ain't even really key games. They just games that people like to see, like the whole Westbrook versus. Exactly. And then everybody was hyping up. Trust me, I love Blake Griffin. They were hyping up Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin is not in his prime, and Blake Griffin came there. What? He came there injured. Mm-hmm. So what is the point? If everybody you signed as a key player is injured, that is not good lineup for the playoffs. So when the playoffs come, have your team gonna be either borderline confused and not have no chemistry built, or they gonna be on the damn injury list, and you running through one of your star players at a time. Like one round gonna be James Harden, second round gonna be Kyrie, third round gonna be KD. What, the fourth round gonna be Blake and Jared Allen? No, it's not gonna work.
Yeah,
and then you gotta fluctuate your.
But I guess
that's not the reason.
My reason,
your big man.
They got 3 ISO players, and one of those ISO players is basically a point guard that he can play off ball now. We can see it now. We like pretty much see everything, and we doubted this. We thought this would never happen. Like, he would never be able to do it. All of them don't always need the ball in their hands.
So they revealed who they traded for. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
And I mean, you got a valid point, but I don't know. That team's not ready this year. I will stick with that statement. That's how I feel about that.
No.
But Houston acquired what they got from the Oladipo trade which is kind of what I expected. Avery Bradley and Kelly Olynyk. I wasn't expecting Olynyk to go, but Avery Bradley I did expect to leave. Avery Bradley.
Dang, so they kept.
They came away with a steal.
They stole a bag of chips.
I guess Olynyk came into play because his contract was bigger, so they had to match Oladipo's contract.
Yeah.
But damn, that's not bad.
They still ain't got no like big though.
I mean, you can run through Bam for a while. You might as well. Miami should just go ahead and go for Drummond.
Can they afford? I don't know.
Drummond wasn't on a big contract when he got bought out from the Cavs. Just think about it. He wouldn't mind going to a team that has a chance.
Yeah,
it'll be kind of like a DeMarcus Cousins situation, but Drummond is a little more healthier and has a better attitude.
Right. Yeah.
Because they
don't really need Drummond to score. They just need him to get boards.
Yeah, you put Drummond at the center, run Bam at the 4, Jimmy stays at the 3, alternate between 2s. No, I'll take it back. Victor Oladipo at the 2, and he alternate point guards.
Okay.
I think they should kind of start either Robinson or Tyler Hero, though. They need to go ahead and make a decision on that.
They still got Dragic too?
Dragic is past his prime. I'm shocked he wasn't the one that got traded. Because, I mean, honestly, you could have just did a 1-for-1 if you was going to do that. Dragic for Oladipo. Bam. Over with.
So, what y'all think about this? Now y'all seen the shit between Cassidy and Hitman Holla.
I didn't see it in full. I don't even know what the fuck they was arguing about.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, well, I seen it. I was like, it seems pointless, but I was like,
Hitman and Cassidy are scheduled to battle on April 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
They was supposed to like have this little meet up. You know how they do battle,
Yeah.
the talk shit or whatever. I guess Cassidy started talking about. Look at that shit.
they couldn't wait.
Of course they couldn't. So I guess Cassidy started talking some shit about how Hitman got robbed and how he only matters on Wild and Out, and then like his battle rapping don't matter, and then he started talking about, I don't know, like it got to the street shit, and Hitman got a little emotional.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see how this battle rap gonna turn. I'm excited to see how this gonna turn out. Just because of that video, the way I look at it is like, all right, Cass, like one thing I know about you as a rapper.
Yeah, ate up by Goods and Arsenal. Come on.
Oh, I'm drinking my 2 steps. He might as well pull that out and call it a night.
Is that he had a tendency to get under a lot of people's skin. And
that's all he can do.
That's all he can do. I'm not saying he's a terrible battle rapper, but it's like, because he's not. I would be lying if I said that. But it's like, didn't Arsenal put hand on stage? Like,
Not on stage? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
that battle, that was embarrassing, bro.
People winning, like genuinely, who y'all think was winning in this battle?
See, I don't even like Hitman Holla enough to say.
Like Cassidy and Hitman are like, they're not the same type of rappers, but Hitman. You know what? Hitman come in, he like to say decent things, but the mere fact that he yells them is the thing that like people be like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whereas Hitman, the only reason why I say Hitman is because whenever Hitman do any of his punchlines, look who always right behind him. That nigga Charlie Cliff.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a 2-on-1. It's literally gonna be Bucky and Captain America versus Iron Man. It's not gonna be fair.
Yeah.
That whole interview, be like, why you like that? You take you so character like you just never let no grown ass man take a character like that. I mean, if he threatens you, because he kind of did, I can see that, but it's like, you don't let him take you out your character. Just face that nigga on the battle rap shit. All that street shit y'all can do after that, if it come to that.
You forgot these battle rappers ready to take it to the streets, dog.
I know how these niggas get down.
Yeah.
The Bulls got Daniel Tice from the Celtics.
Who?
Whoa. Well,
that's a solid
that's decent. He decent.
Yeah, I know.
He not, well, yeah. He's not gonna.
He a good 10 and 10.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
The Bulls are trying to build a playoff contender.
Okay, I believe in the Bulls more than I believe in the Bears little dumbasses right now. So,
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, nobody wants to talk about it.
I'm gonna talk about it. Fuck told y'all to sign Andy Dalton.
Y'all talked about that enough last week.
The same people, right? The same people that didn't want to draft, that wanted to draft Trubisky, but didn't want to get Mahomes.
And
Sean Watson.
Now that bitch, ain't that a bitch? Now he finna leave and shit.
Did you see how it all adds up in the fucking atmosphere?
Okay, so.
The same people that let go of Fuller, and 5 minutes after they let him go, he signs with the 49ers.
Okay, let's get back. Let's get to the podcast, the world now. So
I never
don't
left.
know.
I was just upset.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but Joe Budden,
I don't like this.
2 co-hosts left him. Not really. Didn't. Yeah.
You don't want no beef.
Yeah. Basically, okay. I listen. I don't need now. Long story short, I stopped listening to the Joe Budden podcast as much.
What?
No, I don't. I still listen. I still listen, but I don't listen to it as much as I used to. Like, I can't listen to the whole full 3 hours. The whole.
A fucking stand, nigga.
I can't listen to the full 3 hours anymore because I just ain't got time no more. And since I pretty much know they directions, where they going with certain things, I don't really like. I'm like, okay, I listen to the first 25 minutes. I'm done. I'm good. But when Joe Budden is breaking down stuff, I was like, then I'm listening. So he broke down why pretty much they left. They didn't really leave. They just taking a break because Joe Budden technically he can't take a break because it's his show, it's his platform, and he's basically in charge. Without, but they still friends. They all three of them are still friends. That's just like if I told y'all, okay, like we gonna take a break, and y'all gonna expect the reason why we taking a break.
Right.
So basically, they was getting into it a little bit. It was a little bit of friction. You could tell, like in certain episodes, like they'll get like a little snippy with him if he asks her a question, or if he does, if they do something and he don't like the fact that they did something. So they had like a short fuse with him sometimes in certain episodes before they took the break. And basically that's because they never took a break. They been like nonstop podcast. Like this coronavirus stuff, they didn't. Two of them out of all of them got corona, and yeah, they just never took a break, and they needed a break, pretty much. And basically, he told them like, if y'all don't want to do this no more, just let me know. In the time of y'all taking this break. But yeah, I've been doing. Well, John pretty much know. And you pretty much know I've been doing this for 2 years. Like it's gonna be like normally I take a break too, but I chose not to take a break because I low key already like kind of mess it up by going hard as I did in November, which I normally do anyway. I go hard in November anyway, and end up getting corona. And that time I had corona. Yeah, that was my break. So I'm right back at it. That was my break. So, but if y'all ever needed a break, just let me know. Just let me know in the time.
One is long enough.
I'm just saying.
You just got started. Well, you just got started. Like,
yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Y'all.
To kick us off the show.
No.
We're just going.
I'm just saying. Let me know. And we'll discuss it, like, but not on air.
If you said we're taking a break, we ain't taking a break. He kicked us off.
You know why he's saying that, right? I ain't gonna say nothing, but you know what?
Man, I'll bring it up. If that's what. Okay, so what? Last month I'll say, Kuda Bugger left the show, of course, and that's why, of course, I got John and Martin Madness. Now he left because of his own issue, and he got a lot on his plate now. So at first I had an issue with it because I didn't want him to. I actually did not want him to do it on the show, but since we did it on the show, I was cool with it. Because I mainly didn't want to do it on the show because I knew I was going to get emotional. Because, like, that's, like, I'm not really cool with. But then again, I'm cool with it now. Because I got to remember why I started this. I started this because the origin of the name is because I can't lie to people no more.
No more.
Yeah, no more. So the past 2.5 years about to be 3 in May. Yeah, I can't lie to people no more. I gotta tell them the cold hard truth, the facts. Because yeah, what's the point of lying? Like, you just gotta cover another lie on top of another lie on top of another lie. So it's like, what?
Bingo.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man, it's cool though. Like, I ain't, I'm over it now. We moved forward. We talked afterwards. We still talk. Me and Kudabug, we cool, man. He's more of my brother than my cousin. So it's gonna be like that. But y'all, like, people got to understand that, like, change is gonna happen, and everybody's gonna be afraid of change. But change, it's also a part of growth.
That's what I told you.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's fine.
He said, "Yeah, that's cool."
Because that's what I told him.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fine.
Well, at least he learned it and put it out there.
Yeah. This is what it was supposed to happen anyway, nigga. Like, leave me alone, man.
We'll never do that.
Man, you gotta realize we doing this till this over with, dog. This over with.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave you alone.
Leave you alone.
But
I might got an ex-girlfriend. You ain't won't.
But I'm also looking at the fact of going back to the Joe Budden situation. I'm going back to I'm watching him because he can't do the podcasting thing forever. So I'm wondering how long he's gonna do that. And who he's
never.
Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. He can't do it forever. So I'm wondering what the hell he finna do next. Because at some point he got to bring in a podcast that's just as popular or that can fill that void that that his once it gets to that point where, oh, I can't do it no more. I can't do this podcast thing no more. But it hasn't gotten to that point for him yet. So I'm just looking, watching, seeing. That's
I got that type shit.
I got 3 key pieces of music news right now. First, Benny the Butcher and Freddie Gibbs have announced that they are planning a collaborative project with The Alchemist.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that one. Mm-hmm.
I hope it comes to fruition. A lot of people promising collaborative projects doing it. I'm looking at Currency from Big Crit.
Man, every Wayne project, every collaborative Wayne project, every single one.
I ain't gonna say every, because I Can't Feel My Face did eventually be the light of day, and so did what's that other one? What's the one he did with T-Pain?
T-Wayne.
Yeah, that. I mean, they eventually light of day. Not when we wanted them, but they came out eventually. So
man,
but that was all that label bullshit that went. That he didn't talk till like a few years. So,
right.
What else? Another thing, big win for Nas. Just a few weeks after winning his Grammy, Illmatic has been inducted to the United States Library of Congress.
Okay, nice.
Beautiful.
Hip
hop as well as for him. And last but not least, today is the 20. I want to say the 20. The 20. Yep. 24th anniversary of Life After Death coming out.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll touch on that really quick. I've been listening to that album a lot lately, and it's absolutely even the filler tracks absolutely flawless. Like, I don't have a single issue with that album at all. Like,
no complaints.
None. Even songs like Nasty Boy or like Another with Lil' Kim, like stupid, dumbass novelty kind of like song. Just the songs that really ain't got anything outside of just being like about sex or just fun in general. I don't have any problem with no song on that album. I think my favorite is probably, it might be I Got a Story to Tell. Yeah, I think
a selection. Quite a selection there, my guy.
It's been a while since I revisited, so I got to revisit that again because all I can think about is spit your game talking shit.
that's not even.
It's a fact of what he just said.
First off, right idea, wrong song.
Yeah, man. Wait, ain't the Notorious Thugs on that though?
The fucking Biggie duet shit.
No, but Notorious Thugs, that's where the verse came from.
That's the original song.
Right. Didn't that come from Knife After Death?
Yes.
All right then. I wasn't totally off.
You was off a little bit.
Okay.
Not that much right there.
Quack.
Yeah, but so I am super, super excited about this Young Dolph and Key Glock that's dropping tonight.
I'm not.
Seriously?
And I got
the first one was good.
I'm not saying it wasn't. I just got my reason.
Because the sequel is never good, never better than.
No, that's not what I'm gonna say. What I'm gonna say is, it goes back to my personal music preference. It's like there's only so much Dolph and Key Glock I can take, especially Key Glock.
See, I guess I don't listen to a lot of them. So
that's probably why. Because when you hang around the people that I've hung around, you hear them quite a bit.
All day, yeah. See, well, there you go, there.
There's only so much, like, Dolph I can tolerate, but there's so much Key Glock I can take before I'm just like, all right, turn this nigga off, man.
Yeah, I listen to bars all day, so I don't know.
First one. That's me.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We ain't even gonna talk about how they took the album cover for the first one, and it looked like how Young Dolph took all his mixtape album covers and replaced them with the same cover, but he had a goddamn mask on in them.
Cause it's Dolph. It's Dolph.
But yeah, let's talk about this this verses. Did y'all look at it?
The verses that's coming up, or the one that just passed?
The one that just passed. Did y'all look
I didn't watch.
Oh damn!
Did not watch it.
Oh damn! I ain't watch it either. I thought we was gonna talk about it though.
We can talk about it, but
I can talk about why I didn't watch.
You had to work, probably, right?
No, that's not what happened.
Oh, okay. What happened?
First of all, I wasn't interested in a Raekwon and Ghostface Killah verse. Not because I don't like those guys. I love those guys. It's just, it's hard for me to participate or get behind verses where the two participants, the majority of the songs that they have put out are together. I can't. I can't. Like, the majority of y'all catalog is together, even on y'all solo albums. Like, the both of y'all basically rap on the entirety of Only Built for Cuban Links. Like, why do I need the verses from y'all? Like, that's just, it's not really a verse. It's more like just a celebration of y'all's careers.
So it's definitely like a concert celebration.
Exactly, like the D'Angelo one. Like, that wasn't no verses. That was just a celebration of music.
I need shit that's got deep.
Which
I'm
is,
talking about, I need the Jay-Z and Gucci again. I mean, the Jay-Z and Gucci again.
Well, that's exactly why. Like, people took the verses was created as something to celebrate people's catalog. Yeah, you could sit there and have the little fun debate about who beats or whose music is better. But when the Gucci and Jeezy thing happened, motherfuckers started putting this shit into an actual, competition. You know what I'm saying? So, and the Brandy and Monica thing. That too. I actually
where my paper?
Where my paper?
No.
There wasn't nothing wrong with that verse. People was trying to make shit be wrong with that. If you know, you know.
It's the same thing that's been wrong with verses since the shit started. These niggas are never on fucking time. Nigga. Never on time. Only reason why I watched that one because I wanted to see that one. But other than that, none of this shit is on time.
Okay.
I will get bored of waiting.
I want to say this. Ray and Ghost were definitely on time. I did see that.
Oh, okay.
Beginning of.
So one out of how many verses was on time?
No. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say that. Once they started getting once Apple started broadcasting them on Apple Music and shit, that's motherfuckers was like, all right, we ain't finna be on time. Do you remember it was on 5 at first?
Right.
Yeah. Still don't like it.
Yeah.
It's like Kelly and Ludacris. I didn't need that personally. Nothing against those two guys, because I love those two guys. Didn't need a verse. Now, the one that I got my attention the most is this Earth, Wind, Fire, and Isley Brothers one.
Right.
It's about to crack.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to see it or not. Fingers crossed. I hope I do see it.
That shit gonna crack. Even if a lot of the main singer of Earth, Wind, and Fire died some time ago, so it's gonna be sad to see him. But I'm wondering who they gonna have representing the group. But Ron Isley gonna have his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Can't wait to see him.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think there's gonna be something special.
I need a Gap Band versus.
That's when Charlie can find his brothers. Where his brothers at?
Man, look, we ain't worried about his brothers. Charlie can represent.
We have to be worried about his brothers.
No.
The Gap Band ain't shit without his two brothers.
Charlie was the Gap. Charlie was the Gap in the band. Why you think that's why you think he left?
You didn't sleep. They never broke.
Oh man.
So it's just still a big ass gap, huh? Oh, what here?
Oh yeah, what y'all think about that Meth and Red versus too? What y'all think about that one?
The who versus?
Meth and Red, Method Man and Red Man.
I'm ready for it.
Okay, see, therein lies another problem.
They don't got a whole. They not. They
They got whole albums together as well.
They got collaborative albums together, yes.
But they Ghost Ray shit. Didn't we just get through talking about that?
Time out. Muddy Waters don't have a whole. Muddy Waters don't have a whole bunch of Method Man on it.
That's true.
So play some Muddy Waters.
Man, that was kind of hard for me though.
It won't be. It will not be.
A lot of people don't realize it, but Meth and Red are actually low key the same. Like honestly, a lot of people don't like the style of rapping that they rap about, like the punch metaphors that they are very, very similar, which is why they click so much.
Yeah. That shit gonna be funny.
It's gonna be entertaining to see Cliff and Reggie duke it out, man.
He out here using guns today.
Oh man.
So it's gonna be good to see Cliff and Reggie.
Motherfucking Cliff and Reggie.
Oh, you funny as hell.
Man, they finna get high as shit.
That whole little section finna be smoking defunct out. So I decided I've separated my nose. This is the big no. This is the little no.
I thought that was what that was in the first place.
No, sometimes they come together and be like, no.
Oh, okay.
And then it's easy to have it folded that way I can flip it and then open it. But that's besides one. Another pointless news beef. Kodak Black and Lil Pump, y'all. Let's talk about it.
I'm good.
Y'all both never simultaneously just said, I'm good.
No, I said that's not pointless. He said I'm good.
I'm good.
Oh, that is That beat was needed to be said. Probably needed to say the episode.
Had a problem with it.
No. It wasn't the fact that he painted his nails. It was the fact that he did full acrylic with the claws, dog.
Oh, I'd be pissed too. What the fuck wrong with you?
And he talking about some. He telling niggas don't copy him and all that shit. And I'm just like,
so go finna copy you, nigga.
Hold on, let me answer this for y'all. 1985, I arrived.
Why you gotta bring him?
I'm gonna start with you. You and Jermaine stay where y'all at. You and Jermaine stay where y'all at. We know who we was talking about. You and Jermaine stay over there. I'm gonna just do what every other black president did. We're gonna blame this on the Trump effect.
He addressed it again in Lion King on Ice. We know what the fuck he was talking about.
Man, this is the Trump effect. That's why I said Jermaine can stay. We know what Jermaine said. Jermaine can stay over there.
Jermaine needs to fall off.
Man, because I still ain't heard it. I still ain't heard no drop.
The off season, whatever he was about to do, he needs to fit.
Man, Tuesday Night Lights, whatever, something. You and Kendrick both pissing me off. You thought Dreamville satisfied me? No, nigga, that ain't you. That is you and your friends.
But I need to. All right, so what's up with the topic?
Oh yeah, so Martin Madness has this topic that I did not write any notes on. I'm just gonna,
That's fine.
You never do.
When do we ever write notes? We done went from rap to basketball. Hell, next week we might talk about baseball. Now nobody knows shit about baseball. I do.
Yeah.
I said I do. I didn't see what the fuck you know. Oh, back to the topic. I'm going to lose my train of thought from the tomfoolery you just said. So, as years go on, we get these things called GOATs or prime rappers or elites, whatever you want to call it. Then so they usually put them on this category of the tops, top 5, top this, that, and the third. So we're going to call, but to sum it up, people like to put them on the Mount Rushmore of etc. Today we're going to talk about the Mount Rushmores of rappers throughout the years. Since we're going to go from the 10-year anniversary, we're going to of things. Since 2011 will be a 10-year anniversary for a lot of things. We'll start from 2011 and what year did y'all want to stop off at?
19. I said
19.
I wanted to stop at 19.
Yeah, and I should be. What's up?
Who decided that the 4 people on Mount Rushmore were some of the greatest presidents ever lived? Has anybody ever wondered that?
Honestly,
because when I look at Mount Rushmore, I see one important president, 2 niggas that own slaves, and another nigga that's just there.
I mean, you're not wrong. Don't get me wrong. But think about it. There's a lot of things that were invented that didn't really make sense at the time, or we always thought, who decided this? Why the hell are pancakes named pancakes?
Because they're made in the pan.
Obvious,
but you get what I'm saying. But who decided to get the name of that?
That's all right.
Who decided to name a flashlight a flashlight?
Bro, just get to the damn topic.
Who decided to name a phone an iPhone?
Steve Jobs.
Exactly. Niggas just get to pick the name whatever they want. They could have named it whatever they wanted.
Nah, but I'm saying, like, just to say this and then be done, because this is a low-key expansive topic. Abraham Lincoln's famous for, look at me, freeing the slaves, right? Washington was like a general in the Revolutionary War or whatever. Yeah. Thomas Jefferson, what did Thomas Jefferson do? I don't even know. All I know is he owned slaves. What did he do that was...
Didn't he sign the Declaration?
Not him. That was... I mean, he did sign the Declaration.
I don't know, didn't he sign it? I wasn't the best in history, but I know he signed it.
He wasn't president then.
Well, shit, it didn't matter. He signed it. He won. It's more so because they founding father ideal thing, whatever the hell they want to call it.
I don't know what the fuck Theodore Roosevelt did. I probably do. I just don't remember. But
I know Mr. Jefferson's on the $100 bill, and that's the only thing I care about.
I thought Benjamin Franklin was on the $100 bill.
Whoever.
Damn.
I just told you. I wasn't good in history.
You ain't never had a $100 bill in your possession.
Not in some years, dog. Not since the bank account came in existence. Like, for all I know, who on the $100 bill is BMO Harris, because that's who got my direct deposit.
Crazy.
BMO Harris logo is on the $100 bill. Shit, it don't even matter anyway. Harriet Tubman's going to be on the 20, so.
Well, they said that, 3-4 years ago?
Yeah, but they finally putting it into the work now that Trump's in office. You know Trump didn't want no darkies on no $100 on any money.
Fuck him. So Donald Trump is a darkie. That's why he go to fucking cancel lines all the time.
Right, hold on real quick.
All right, so.
Oh, snap. Hold on. Did I read that right? Oh, man.
What happened?
Miami trying to get LaMarcus Aldridge.
I thought the Spurs was going to keep him.
Man, I don't think so.
I just read they was trying to keep his ass.
We'll see what happens. I don't know.
Where did Dad Hat go?
I don't know. But, yeah, 2011. What albums came out in 2011?
We literally just had a whole show.
That's crazy. We did. But I don't remember. What the hell? What album?
Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah, I do. But I was doing something. I was counting my money. But let me see. Did everybody come out? Did Drake, Cole? Yeah, that's the one.
I somebody. I can tell you if they came out in 2011. You had two right there.
Drake, Cole, and Kendrick. Did Big Sean and Wale drop also?
Yep.
Now, how are we gauging this? Like on the Mt Rushmore, are we saying that?
You have to ask him with grand re-entrance because I don't know.
Yeah, man. I guess we're gonna have to gauge it upon the biggest hits. I think who had the most impact in those years.
We got a question.
How are we gauging this? Are we going upon like the most impact in each year, or?
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you. You muted.
I forgot to push the unmute button. Sorry, you assholes. It's never a day I ain't got something going on in the house. I say to not make this list be extendedly.
That was a couple chicken
broken. Wow. So this list isn't like broken down into like 8 subcategories. I would say you should probably group it as like collective year. So I would say 11 to like, I guess we can do it by like 2s or 3s. So we can do like 11 to 13, 14 to 17, and then 18 to now.
And we got to pick 4 people.
Yeah, just 4 people.
Oh, shit.
Cool. That'd be easier to do. So we just run.
Oh, shit. 11 to 13. That's Drake, Kendrick. Shit, you can throw Cole in there. You like Big Sean can be in there, but I don't know if I would keep him in there because he
11 to 13, no.
Like, yeah, he probably would fluctuate in and out of that. I
what
feel
you
like
saying? Well,
because
13.
I think wasn't Mercy out then.
Yeah.
So that compilation came out around that time.
Compilation came out in 2012. I remember.
Right. Dark Sky Paradise came out in 14.
15.
Okay. Damn. I'm trying to think. What
Well,
Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay. That was pretty damn big. That came out when?
2011.
Okay.
so who are your four?
From which year? 2011, 2013?
Yeah, I thought we was gonna go one by one.
Oh well, then let me.
First, you seem like you're trying to figure it out up and down. So
Okay, no, I'll put Wale. I'll put Wale in place of Big Sean then. So I got Kendrick. I got Kendrick, Drake, Wale. Yeah, Kendrick, Drake, Wale, Cole.
That's in order?
No, not in order, but that's the
I don't think
four.
that's really in order.
It shouldn't be order, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because on the Mount Rushmore, you wouldn't say there was an order then.
Right, because I don't think I would say Big Sean, but he fluctuated in and out. So,
Mr. Madness.
So mine, I don't want to put Kendrick and Cole in there this early because I think they were in the next set of categories.
that was in damn near every category, bro. If you think about it.
Yes and no, but think about it. From 11 through 13, they only had one apiece out that was like mainstream, that was like big charting success where people would be like, oh, them, and they weren't like necessarily in the GOAT, like they wasn't like in the like GOAT category yet. They was raw as hell, but they weren't GOAT category yet. That didn't come until the following years later. But so for this one, I'm gonna say Kanye, because that's when we still had My Twisted Dark Fantasy, Yeezus. Rick Ross. Surprisingly, I'm saying that. But Rick Ross. Wale. And because of his prime years was right there at Meek Mill.
All right. Let's see. My personal fuck on those 2 years. In those 2 years, or 3, depending on who you talk to.
I mean, you can't take me say 3.
Yeah, so in that 2 years, and Drake dropped Take Care, If Nothing Was the Same, which is not arguably his 2 best albums. So he's first. Not like in order, but he's first. Also, Kendrick dropped Good Kid, Mad. So he's next. I have to put Kanye, even though, of my personal dislikes for the man. I have to put him there. I have no choice. So I'll put him there.
Let Kanye be great. Stop hating him.
I hate him as a person, not as a musician. It's a difference. And lastly, I honestly would put Hope. Because then also in 2 years, Hope dropped Watch the Drop Kanye as what artist. That's me, dog.
You're right. Wait, take that back. You're right. Take out me and then put in You made me think of that. Matter of fact, take Wale out. Put T out there.
I knew you was do that.
Matter of fact, hold on, wait a minute. I just thought about this. I had to hold on. I got to do my flip back real quick. Wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm sticking to mine, yo. This is like
Kanye, Wayne, Ross, and Hope.
I can't even say Wayne. And the only reason why I say Wayne personally is because 2011 was the start of his, look at my hands, decline.
Mixtape Wayne was still around.
Kinda.
With the what?
I mean, look, what mixtapes came out in between them three? Sorry for the Wait.
Dedication.
4, and I think Dedication 5.
Nigga, I'm in the Green Range. Nigga, I'm the Green Ranger.
J. Cole made that hot.
I don't care.
He really did. That's J. Cole that made that song hot.
So J. Cole is not moving from my list.
Who gave it the clap that it needed?
Oh, but Wayne didn't even like that beat.
Okay, Wayne, you gotta like the fucking beat.
Funny as fuck to me because he ended up rapping on that very same beat on Spotify.
Which is fine. He admitted that. But hear me out though.
He never admitted it.
You telling me on that particular song, Wayne verse was better than Cole?
No, that's not what I'm saying. You're not hearing me. I'm saying who gave that song the clout that it needed for motherfuckers that was Wayne crazy to even listen to Jermaine.
Jermaine, because he was the first motherfucker on the damn song.
Obviously that, but whose tape was it on?
I get what you're saying, but when we talk about the actual song, whose voice do you hear first? Jermaine Cole. And by the time he done with it, you give a fuck about what Wayne talking about, but then you don't, because the very first thing coming out of his mouth is, I don't even like this beat.
It was Wayne. You say whatever the hell he want. We talking about the nigga that said beat the pussy up like Emmett Till, G. We talking about the nigga that's he can say whatever the hell he want.
Clearly not, because they bleeped that line out.
How long did it take them to bleep the line out?
Not that long.
Cause he was under white America. The nigga had a song that said Georgia Bush.
See, that was a different time though.
Exactly.
Back then.
We was back in the time where like Kanye could say George Bush don't like black people.
He said it doesn't care.
Does it really matter?
Actually, it does. I don't think like black people.
But you got to care about somebody. You gotta not like them.
That's not true.
Okay.
A lot of people have to care about them.
Big no for you.
That's just you. That's just
no for you.
That's just
big
you.
no. Big no for you. You suck. Big no.
Also, I suck.
You heard what I said.
Because I look at shit rationally. Like, I could like you but not give a fuck about what's going on with you.
So the next, what?
Next 2 years, what's that, 14 to 17?
Yeah.
Alright.
And just to be fair, when we do the next list, the next set, we'll do 17 to 2021.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah.
Because we might as well just add them. It wouldn't make no sense just to leave the last 2 years just hanging.
Let me get Cole again, Drake again, Kendrick again, and wait, this is what? 14
to 17.
Okay. And Hov.
Indeed. Give me Drizzy Drake, the Kendrick of the Lamars, the Jermaine of Coles, and for my last one, I was really debating on this last one because part of me really wants to say A$AP Rocky, only because of matter of opinion, but I'm gonna probably go with Meek Mill.
No, I'm just playing.
Nigga, what? No, you.
Drake, calm down.
Fine, you'll get a little no.
Okay, so I got Kendrick up there first.
So you're putting it in order.
No, I'm just saying first out my mouth is Kendrick. Because, I mean, as we know, he dropped The Pimple Butterfly and Damn in that time frame. I got Cole next for me personally because
Forest Hill Drive started that off.
It's not just that. Like, Forest Hill Drive is a special album to a lot of people. And For Your Eyes Only is a special album to certain people.
Very certain people on that one.
But both albums came out at a time where I was going through a lot in my life. So if I tell somebody, like if somebody asks me and I tell you J. Cole saved my life, that's real. So I will put him next.
Respect that.
Drake will be after that. Only because for every good project he came out with, he came out with a mediocre. So now
during that timeline, he only had one mediocre.
No, I'm saying like the mediocre projects that I thought about at first, they've grown on me, so I don't consider them that anymore. But you know, that's why he's there. And then for me, it's Rick for sure.
Roses.
He would have been on the one from but I forgot to be a little bit. I had to talk about Kanye.
Understandable. Very understandable.
But he ain't going on that list because fuck him. That's when I started not.
He cut it all off. Honorable mention on mine for the one that we just did would be Mac Miller. That's just me just giving the honorable nod. And then mixtape category for the one before that would be Chance. Because mixtape Chance was a different breed.
What the fuck he doing now? What is he doing?
Time out. You ain't like your Heart in the Tongue?
I haven't heard it.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, that one song doesn't produce up to the same numbers or the rap cadences that this nigga gave on Acid Rap.
Man, you better go listen again.
I can listen to it 4 times blind.
Anything but Big Day. Just say that.
I'm just saying, I choose Acid Rap over just the one song.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that, I guess.
Didn't he just make a song called
Wait, what?
Didn't he just make a song called
Addicted to?
I said House of Kicks, not Addicted to Nothing.
Oh, House of Kicks. No, that's where he doing his videos at. And producing and stuff like that. I don't know what his motive is with that. I don't get that. But
Sharing whole acid, that LSD.
Something wrong with that nigga too.
Okay, the next. Did you even give yours? You ain't give all yours yet.
Yes, I did.
No, I'm talking about Martin Madness.
Oh,
I did.
You did.
I was after you.
I didn't hear you.
I think your mind was on that Subway sandwich.
No.
Man, it had to be. He thinking about, damn, I should have got the cookies.
I didn't hear you, brother.
Yeah, you made me forget, but shit.
It
was Drake, Kendrick, Cole, and Meek.
Oh,
okay. That's
what I was going to tell you. Why I would not consider Meek Mill as part of that. Here's one. 3 little words.
I'm waiting.
Back to back.
So we're going to bring this shit up again, huh?
Everything that follow. I'm sorry, bro, but you can't not bring it up.
But hear me out, though. Hear me out.
This is your own fault.
That was what, 2016?
2015.
15?
Right when Meek put out a great album, then he want to do that.
Okay, so not everybody had the best pickup and fumble right there.
That's a legendary pickup and fumble.
Nigga, he just gave Drake more clout to add him on the list. But Meek was still keeping himself relevant.
Kinda.
He was.
I remember not too long after that, he got his ass locked up again.
And then look what happened after that.
That was fucked up. Oh, if you think about it, that was real fucked up. To come out with a great album and then get into it with arguably
collaborator
rapper of our generation and then to be locked up.
But look how he turned out. Now he running shit with Hov.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And has his own Dream Chasers label under Hov.
Yep.
So, if you look at it, he still deserves to be on that list in that year. Now, this last one, not hard, but it's kind of like, I can't find a fourth filler.
Now, what year is this? 17 to...
This is 17 on.
Okay.
Somebody finna get fired.
Who finna get fired?
The hell was that? Did y'all shit just hang up?
No.
That was just you.
I don't know what the fuck that was. Somebody better get fired.
Who you gonna fire? Apple?
I'm talking about whoever did that. It wasn't me because I didn't have my hand on the phone.
I ain't have my hand on the phone either.
I don't have the ability to hang up on you.
Somebody's finna get fired. I'm finna go to T-Mobile. There's somebody out. Like, take this splint ass service back.
Nah, T-Mobile was too cheap. They could have signed with Verizon.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
Somebody wants some money.
Like,
That sounds like the I want some money yell.
Ezel!
Shoot, that ain't that. It ain't that hard for me to figure out.
I just can't find a fourth. I know who my three are.
Okay.
Last one?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right. Wait, we went to Big Meal thing. I remember now.
Go ahead.
What was I saying? Yeah. That's real fucked up for him to have to go to jail after all of that.
I hear you.
But the point I'm making is, and you said it yourself, Nick fucked himself with that. No, he had every opportunity to come out on top.
Right.
You're right.
And that was his own fucking fault. That's why he don't belong up there to me. Because how you gonna be the one to start a beef with a nigga and you end up losing?
But check it out. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
He finished terribly. He started terribly and ended it terribly.
He got his own label under Hov.
You said what?
He has his own label under Hov.
Now, we're talking about then when it happened. In the time frame that we talking about.
It didn't end. It didn't end that. I wouldn't consider that the ending.
I do. Because the niggas didn't even talk about each other no more. Did nobody even think of a break?
Well, what was the point?
Exactly. There's a pointless beef. But he still lost them.
You're right, but still.
Look, man, bottom line, your man's lost, okay? It's the one big L in his entire career. And look who it came from.
The nigga that's still on the list with him.
Yep.
Actually, I think I found my fourth. I'll roll with that. I will be confident with that one.
All right, so what's this 20, what, 17 to now?
17 to now.
All right.
The same three that I went with the last one. Kendrick, Cole, Drake, no specific order. My fourth one, Future Hendrix.
Interesting.
And I'm only going by the first, from 17 to 19. That's why he's on that list.
Okay.
Future Hendrix does his fucking thing. And
mention for the last.
What'd you say?
He'd have been an honorable mention for the last list.
Definitely would, but he deserves his own spot on the middle list. Because that's what kicked him off into being into this list, his honorable mention. And you just got to think about his collaboration albums. And his albums alone.
His collaboration albums?
Yeah, the albums where he collaborated with
I know what he
Dre. Oh, well, shit. You said it like you were shocked.
I am, because why would you count those?
Because one of them was with Drake.
Yes, that's true. But what about there's more than one.
I'm pretty sure he led on majority of them.
Yeah. How many of them hold a candle to What a Time to Be Alive? Not too many of them.
The closest one would probably be the Uzi one.
I'll probably agree.
Right now, if you just look at him, that'd be the closest one. Then right after that would be
what's the worst?
Honestly, I don't really have a bad one, but the least played one on my rotation, that's just because I don't play it, is the one with him and Juice.
Hey, that was the break.
Because it's the least played one. That's all that is. It wasn't bad, because I like certain songs like Red Bentley and I can't think of the rest. But we already know him and Thug just took flight. But What a Time to Be Alive, and then Baby Pluto or Little Pluto or something Pluto. I know there's a planet involved in that album name.
Oh man, that's funny.
Pluto and Baby Pluto, that's what it's called. So yeah, I'm throwing Future Hendrix on there on my last four. Mount Rushmore.
Mine's gonna be totally different from. I am gonna include Future also though.
Make those up for you.
Mine is gonna be Drake, Cole, Future, and Uzi.
You gonna take Kendrick off of Uzi? You ain't shit.
Yeah.
I know why.
Hold on, you ready? Big no for you.
Good guy.
Big no.
No, it's not Black. They ain't push it out. Except Black Panther.
Right.
And look what Black Panther did.
No, you're not lying.
Got nominated.
You're not lying.
And that's the thing. That's why you can't take them off yet.
I feel like
They did what they were supposed to do.
I feel like Uzi
and
was
he ain't have to
more.
drop shit out same year.
Uzi
Crazy, right?
had a lot of attention there. That was same year that XO Tour Life dropped. That shit was everywhere. So it was like that was just like basically his year. Of course we ain't get. Of course, 2 albums. 2 years passed, or almost 3 years passed. We didn't get another album till then. Then he gave us a double one, and gave us another one with him and Future. So, yeah.
He is honorable mention.
Not for me.
I'm only keeping Kendrick on there is because the fact that he dropped something that wasn't really supposed to be a big deal and it gets Grammy nominated.
Not just that. Just that. Oscar nominated.
Exactly my point. The fact that it still did numbers and got in big categories like the Oscars and the Grammys, and that's the only thing you put out there in the past few years? And then, damn, come on now. Come on now.
Okay, so top of that list, I would put Jermaine Cole. I believe it was 18, even though Black Panther did come out, Cole had dropped OD. After that, Cole kind of overtook Kendrick for me, personally.
I mean, if you're ranking it, then yeah. But as far as like building the list,
he put Kendrick on my those years. Because, like you said, even if the impact of one thing he put out was so expansive, like he's literally been quiet. Even with he hasn't features in those years. So it's good. Opened up to working with more people, which led for some good results and some all right ones. Like Stay Now, for instance.
Okay, all right.
Drake will be on the just because, despite what Charlemagne Bird knows, the God says, Drake has not ended yet.
I mean, my man is running 10 years strong.
The nigga did just have 3 songs debut at the top of the fucking pop chart.
In order.
So,
in fucking order. Shit is crazy. Harboring, you're doing good.
After that, it's really just a matter of influence because that's really been the driving force for hip hop for the last 2 years. Who's influenced who? And I couldn't leave Future out because he hasn't a generation of these rappers. I mean, if we look at every rapper now is influenced by a specific rappers. One of those, Houston. The other one is Lil
Mr. Hendrix.
Lil Wayne has a lot of these niggas. And it's crazy that it took me to last week to just realize it. And then last but not least, that list is actually kind of hard because it's this person, but he hasn't really put anything out except like. So I'm not going to mention it.
Mention it.
Nah.
Do it for the Vine.
No, don't do that. Vine doesn't exist anymore. So I'm trying to pick.
Who?
I'm thinking.
Oh, you're thinking.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I gotta pick. Even though these are like it's like 3 separate people. I have to pick them all as a collective. I put them on the Mt Rushmore.
Are you gonna say the Migos?
No, it'd be like all 3 of their heads on one part. I was actually gonna say Griselda, but because that started their ride right there around that time.
Mm-hmm.
So and look how they killing the game now. Like, really.
Right. Yeah. Ain't nobody.
I hear you.
Yeah. Ain't nobody really fucking with them. Like right now, like wow. I feel like them 3 are holding down the fort because we ain't really hearing too much from Kendrick. We ain't hearing too much from Cole right now. We not hearing too much from Drake. But we got a 3-pack. But like, how long is that gonna really hold us over? Like,
so April.
As long as he wants it.
You got to put out another video then.
He wants it to.
It is Drake we're talking about here.
I'll cry later from fucking August till the Grammys a couple weeks ago. So,
yeah, I guess.
Not to mention that we came. So,
yeah, but that's pretty much it, right? Yeah. Well, we got
that is all he is, unless you want to talk about people that, unless you want to make a Mount Rushmore honorable mentions.
Nah,
son.
All right, that's the end of the show. We'll see.
Hold on, wait.
Oh, okay.
Hey. Coming from where we come from, I just want to say that Just put the gun down, Chicago. I know that I'm on the radio all the time, but this is specifically for is in the city. Put the guns down. That's not worth it. Not worth it at all.
It's really not.
Not worth it. I understand the mentality behind it, I do, but that's not worth it. I know you don't be doing this, man. Like, it's not worth it.
Man, let's just all enjoy love, peace, and chicken grease. That's all I want. Love, peace, and chicken grease.
You enjoy pepper.
I do not, sir. I just love, peace, and chicken grease. Love, peace, and chicken grease.
Yeah.
Y'all be safe out there.
Deuces.